Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh, my background playing in the background. Ooh, child. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Ooh, child. Okay, there we go.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose currents talk, trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry. Try again, huh? Yeah. Welcome to the hood.
Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. Please share this live out for us, everybody. Please share the live out. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And I got a video playing in the background. I thought I had it turned down low. But anyway, come on in, everybody. What's up, Kama Diva? Where'd she go? Did I remove her from the screen?
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry. Try again, huh? Yeah. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey. Hey, Carmo Diva, what's going on? Can you hear me, Chad? I think you muted. This is good, y'all. What's up, Tay? How you doing, Tay?
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, okay. No, I
it
can
might
hear
be
you loud
these
and
stupid
clear.
headphones. I mean, these earbuds.
It is kind of echoey, but I can hear you. I can hear you. Hey, Tay.
Can you hear me? Am I done?
It's echoey.
Okay.
Yeah, it's echoey. Hey, what's up, 402? You said where your nachos? They in the kitchen. Well, actually, they in the refrigerator. They in the they in the refrigerator in some Tupperware, honey child.
We a mess. Where my nachos?
Hey, you can come through after we done with our show. You are welcome shows after we are done with the show. You know where I live. But hey, what's up, Carla Prince? Hey, shout out to we got several winners of the Hood Table Nation membership giveaway in the chat. Carla Prince was the winner in September. Yes, I hand delivered her gifts in December, and yesterday I hand delivered Taze Inc. her gifts. She was the October winner for this month.
I remember that. Congratulations, everybody.
Yes, I went shopping this weekend. I went shopping this weekend and I picked out a few things for Taze Inc. As most everybody know, we do have where we have a membership program. You can click the join button to become a part of our membership. And every month we pick a special person. We just pull names, basically. We just draw names. And whoever wins, they get either some of our Hood Table merchandise like a t-shirt or something like that. Or if they say they want a surprise, that's when I actually go out and go shopping and try to find some cute things, some nice things that I think people could use. And that's what I did. So congratulations.
Hey, congratulations, y'all. Yeah, I finally got my stuff I ordered too.
What
You know,
now?
the kids, they wanted coffee mugs.
I was wondering who ordered that. See, the thing I hate about Teesprings is they don't show you who orders what. They just show you that an order went through.
Mm,
So when I
yeah,
saw the order,
the kids got coffee mugs, and then I got a sweatshirt and a t-shirt.
thank you. Did they
So
fit okay? How did they fit?
to me, they look a little small, just because I guess because I'm used to wearing great big clothes,
Uh-huh.
but they fit fine. I was out yesterday. Well, when I ran to Walmart, I had on my sweatshirt. I was repping the hood table while I was in Walmart in Wally World.
Now, did you get the women's or did you get the men's?
I think I ordered me. Well, I didn't see a difference in the t-shirts,
Yeah, we got a men's and we got women's.
but
And if just for those ladies who might like the men's shirt compared to like the curvy neck female shirts, the men's shirts I would order one size up. I'm just saying if you a woman who prefer the men's
yeah, I did order. I
Mhm.
ordered pretty big. I ordered bigger sizes, but then I in my head I'm still a real big girl,
Mhm.
but in actuality, I gotta remember that I'm not that big girl no more.
Well,
So
I'm still a plus size, so I ordered my men's shirt one size bigger because I like my shirts to kind of hang. So they got a
in my
long
head,
way
I'm still a plus size
they gotta
girl.
they gotta go over the mountains. So I like they gotta go over the mountains before they get to the valleys. So
Lord Jesus, help us all.
you're welcome, Tazy.
Give me a second. I'm gonna take these earbuds out. Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome,
Okay.
sweetheart. Even though I didn't have nothing to do with it, but let me take these earbuds out.
I was gonna ask you, did you go shopping with me? But then I was like, oh, I just gonna do it by myself. Next time I'll ask you if you want to go shopping with me. But yeah, so everybody, we're gonna be discussing social media personas tonight. And if anybody wants to jump up on the StreamYard, let me drop the link. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. To jump on the screen, click this link. Okay. I guess Miss Kamadiva will be back. Okay. So I just dropped the StreamYard link. So if anybody wants to actually come onto the screen, please feel free to come onto the stream. And if you want to talk to us about what we're going to be discussing tonight, or you can just stay in the chat, and just comment in the chat if you like. But please feel free to join into the conversation. We're basically going to be discussing social media personas, and that can range from YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter, social media period. And I brought this up because there's just been a lot of things going on in the social media area, especially on YouTube, with so many different personalities being shown, on all these different videos. And a lot of times you don't know who you're really dealing with on social media.
You really don't.
Yeah, especially when it comes to all these beefs and being in the beef sectors and doxing. How do you feel about doxing, Karma Diva? Do you understand what it is?
Hell no. I was just gonna ask
Okay.
you, what is that? I've
Well, for
heard the term,
doxing,
but I
it
have no
happens.
clue what it is.
It happens a lot in the beef sectors, and beef sectors are all over YouTube. They go to the mommy and kid sectors, the cooking sectors. Um, I mean, people who review videos, TV shows. It's not just our in our area where there's a lot of beefers, but it's all over YouTube. And so a lot of times when people get so involved with people on YouTube that they don't even know in real life, when they start these beefs and everything, they then start to sometimes when they can't like literally, I mean, out beef them or maybe out curse them or out, they go behind or outside of YouTube and they start doxing. And for those who don't know what doxing is, that's basically when people dive into doing a lot of research to find out things about you that aren't public. Like maybe your address, your phone number, who your kids are, who your husband or wife is, where you work, where you went to school, who your friends are. Yes,
What?
honey, people be doxing every day in the B sectors on YouTube.
It is not that
And
deep.
see, that's how I feel.
It's really not.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But it does get really that deep with a lot of people. I done seen people be
Cause I mean, to
seriously
be honest, that's some shit that'll get you killed for real. That's
and
some
that's
shit that'll get your ass whooping or get you killed out here in these real streets. On YouTube you can talk all the shit you want. On Facebook you can talk all the shit you want. But in these real streets, oh, that's some shit that can get you killed.
hmm like I know a YouTuber who had somebody actually come to their house. They took
Mm-mm.
pictures of their house and they posted it on YouTube.
I seen that fat chick, that crazy chick.
Which one?
I
Because
just
it didn't happen to a lot of people
I
actually.
actually just seen this. I just watched. Somebody made a video about that. What's her name? Lovely Peaches.
See, I don't know her now. What kind of sector is she in?
A crazy sector. No, this
Crazy.
this girl for real, for real, for real needs some serious psychiatric help. Seriously,
Well, what type of
she was talk.
commentary does she do?
She was talking about selling her newborn daughter for men to come and rape her
Oh, YouTube.
on YouTube.
Hold on, let me write her name down. What? Hold on. Her name is
She
what
made a
again?
Lovely Peaches. She has made a song called "Her Pussy is Itching and Scratching and Smelling Like Fishy" or something like that.
Oh, I
I
just
was
typed in Lovely Peach and it came up Lovely Peach is beating her baby on live.
yeah,
Lovely Peaches fighting somebody. Lovely Peaches beaten up. Lovely Peaches kills her puppy. Is this who you referring to?
yes.
Hold up, I
But
need to look up
apparently
her
they was
channel.
when she was doing all this talking about the baby. Apparently she ain't had this baby since it was like a month or two old. Her I want to say her dad and whoever else is helping, they have the baby. She don't have the baby.
She is
So all that stuff,
bald head and heavy set, right? She looks
yeah,
like a man.
she she's a terrible looking person, and I
She got
mean,
like 100,000. Oh no, I'm
yeah,
tripping.
yeah,
She got 93. She almost got 100,000
she had
subscribers
more than that. Yes, and she
until
been
she
on.
threatened to sell her kid online.
Yes, yes, beautiful little girl, beautiful little girl.
It was a joke, right? I mean, she just trying to get clicks and views, right? Or was this?
Um, I don't know what the hell she was trying to do, other than she was saying she was gonna sell the little girl for $60 a pop.
And she got almost 100,000 subscribers. So imagine how many
Mm-hmm.
people might have saw that type of commentary. I'm confused.
She would like, you know, on Instagram they had, you know, you talking to somebody and then you know, is you on the screen and then that person and then the comments are scrolling.
Hmm.
Well, like she be talking like one boy was like he told her, he said, "Oh, I'm 12, you know, I don't know nothing about." I think they was talking about sex or something. He was like, "No, I don't know nothing about that." She literally took and flashed him her vagina, and she's
On
done that
live?
on live. She's
Oh
done
God.
that multiple times to men, to males and females.
Are you kidding me?
I wish I was kidding. I wish like hell I was kidding. And apparently she's run away from home or whatever a whole bunch of times, and I guess the authorities and her family, they don't ever really know where she's at, but she has popped up at like other YouTubers house. Somebody that said they didn't like Nicki Minaj,
Uh-huh.
she literally popped up at their house
No
and
way.
took pictures outside of their house to show that she was outside their house.
Oh my God. Mr.
I
Pop
said, see.
1977 said, "What did I walk into?"
I couldn't. I was like, who are these people?
Yeah, who are these people in real life? That's the second part of the title of this show. Like, who are you in real life? Some people on here are really
And
crazy.
who didn't try to raise you or get you some help?
Who failed? Who failed?
Right.
It's a lot of people I feel that are on YouTube who were failed in their upbringing.
I mean, and you know what? Sometimes it go back to what we were talking about the other day. Sometimes it's not the upbringing. Sometimes that person truly has mental issues that have not been addressed.
And that could still be part of the upbringing.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
people, these people
yeah.
passing their kids around to all these family members, different daycare people,
Mhm,
different
mhm.
programs, so that they can't deal with them because they don't want to deal with what's really going on with their kids. Then they grow up to be these horrible monsters on social media, and we have a lot of horrible monsters on social media, especially on YouTube. And a
See,
lot of these
I'm not,
people,
but you know, I'm not off into YouTube like that. I'm the nerd. I'm watching history documentaries, medical documentaries, and every now and then I may, I watch Willie D and Lovely T, and that's about the extent of my YouTube
I watch Willie D
career.
too. I just can't keep up with him because he makes like 1,000 videos a day.
Girl,
I be
okay?
like, dang, YouTube has got to be your real job because there's no way you can have a regular job and this man literally uploads a video every 15 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, I get all these notifications for him and I just can't keep up. But anywho, go ahead.
Oh no, that was all I was gonna say. I did, when you were talking about the keyboard gangsters, there's a lot of them.
It's a
Always a
lot of
lot of
people.
them.
It's a lot of them. I know. Okay, remember we were talking about the other day how a lot of people was feeling like they were being ambushed at this. I don't know if you heard about it. I know you follow some people that I follow, but some people feel like they were being ambushed at this YouTube reality show event. Like every time they meet up and the people who are on the show meet up, some people, are expressing their feelings on their YouTube channels. Some people have reached out to attorneys saying they got jumped, they got hit, they got things happen to them when they get to these reality I want to say it ain't like it's a hip hop Atlanta or a basketball wise or it's a YouTube reality show. But what I come to find out, or what I think it truly was a setup where a lot of people on YouTube who are extremely vocal or beefing with somebody, they would add them or invite them to these places where they were having the filming, and it ranges from Atlanta to Florida. I don't know where it'll be next. I think they went to Vegas one time. I don't know. But and people are coming back saying all these horrible things that happened to them. But then some of these people are always on Facebook talking about what they're gonna do to people. I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube when they see them in real life. But I guess when they were thinking of when they got invited to the casting call or the shooting or wherever they doing the on site location to film the reality show, I guess they expected to walk into a lot of professionalism and actually discussing maybe their YouTube channels, discussing things that might have happened on their YouTube channels. But in reality, when some of them have stepped foot in these locations, they're immediately attacked and threatened, and some have had people put their hands on them.
Stay ready,
And
and
then
you
they
ain't
come
gotta
back
get
on
ready.
YouTube. Then they come back on YouTube like, "Woe is me! I didn't expect all this." So that's why I wanted to discuss these social media personas. Because if you on YouTube all day long, rah, 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 when I see you, I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth, woo, 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 woo. It's on site, on site, on site. And then you get invited somewhere with some of the people you got beef with, and you just walk up in there. Are you supposed to think it's going to be a kumbaya, come to Jesus moment? Or should you
But
be prepared for what might possibly could happen?
hey, you know the saying, stay ready, and you ain't gotta get ready. But
Exactly.
especially in a situation where you don't know the scenario or setup, what's going on, who's all there, I don't give a damn where I'm at. I keep something on me. So
Thank you.
those of
Thank
you
you.
those
I'm
of you who
like,
may be thinking you're gonna run up on Karma Diva, you run up, you're gonna get done up. Period.
but I mean, there was a scene that was played over and over in this sector of this particular YouTuber who came to the event, and as soon as she got there, she had people in her face yelling and screaming at her, talking about what they gonna do to her. She said somebody kicked her, somebody threw something at her, somebody broke her headphones, and they didn't do anything back. They didn't. I'm
But I
like,
mean, are these adults? I mean,
yeah, these
like
are grown ass
fully
people,
grown
like
people, not like
30s
I'm
in
not.
their 30s,
Oh
40s,
no.
50s, 30s, 40s,
See,
50s.
that's not reality. That's not real life. Cause I don't know any real adults who would do some stupid shit like that. That's some stuff you do when you 18, 19, 20
20s,
years old.
30s, even in
You
your
still
30s, because I didn't got real raw in my
I
30s.
I
You
mean, there's
know,
a couple of times I done had to pop off, but nothing that deep where I done got into an actual fist fight. And first of all, thank you, Lord. I don't know if I just been lucky, been fighting weak folks or what, but I ain't never got my ass whooped in a fight. But
I think it's more like a lot of people try to push your buttons, and they try to. How do I always say, don't test my gangster.
hmm
I used to say that all the time. Don't test my
I
gangster.
used
You
to say
better
that
check
too.
my
I
check
still
my
say that.
profile. Check my
I
profile.
said,
I
girl,
don't
you
mean
know I'm
Facebook.
always quick to say you better check my resume.
Check my
You better
profile,
check
and
it.
I don't mean Facebook.
Right. You better
And
ask about me.
I say these things like the second half of the show title is called "Who Are You in Real Life." A lot of people like in a lot of situations, like, oh my god, the situation that happened with this particular YouTuber like a week or so ago. There's not one person in my real life that I can think of that would have allowed that to go down the way it did.
Girl, the one
Not
thing
me,
I can
not
I can honestly
anybody I
say,
know.
me and my family and even my homegirls, like when I was partying all the time, it was always at least two of us, at least.
And that's what people were
And
saying. Why would you go out of town to some people who
no,
you may have had beefs with on YouTube and go down there for a taping of a reality show? The key word is reality. Now, I'm not saying that the way these people really act on
that's an
YouTube is
alternate
their
reality.
real life, but you have to have thought that it might be a possibility that you walked into a situation and somebody tried to knock you upside your head. Like, you don't never go nowhere without somebody. I never go anywhere without, not to a club. I mean, I don't even go to the gas station without something. I don't go
Well,
to the store without something. You know, if you ain't got nobody with you, you should have something with you.
I tell my
And I
kids
ain't gonna say
any
what
and
it should be,
everything
but
could be a weapon. Any and everything can be a weapon if
I
used
just
the
saw
right
that
way.
whole scenario and I'm like, these are really grown people. Like,
But
these
I
are
just,
people in their late 30s and 40s and 50s,
yeah, that's
and they trying to fight. And I'm like, I'm not the kind of person to start trouble, but if somebody were to try to fight me, you got to defend yourself.
what they said. I heard a little Mo on she said, I don't start shit, but my endings are impeccable.
Girl,
I was
girl.
like, I love
Ugh,
that. That
because I can think of a lot of endings that I'm like, oh, this should have been a world star. This should have been, oh, like I had mentioned one time. Do y'all remember the videos called Ghetto Brawls?
yeah.
And it was like 1 through 3 or 1 through 4. That was back in the VHS days. And one of my cousins, she had moved to Cali, and she got in a fight with somebody. She wasn't bothering this person. They kept messing with her. She whooped their butt at these apartments in the middle of the parking lot, and somebody recorded it and they put it on Ghetto Brawls. I'm telling you, the endings be impeccable. And some people on here, I think maybe they know who to pick on and they know who to mess with in the
Mhm.
real life outside of YouTube.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people, they might talk all that rah stuff on YouTube, but then when it gets down in real life, they walking up to you, hi, how you doing? How is the weather? Like, you just cussed me out and talked about me, my kids, and my dog on YouTube and said what you was gonna do when you see me. Then we get in real life and you ask me how the weather.
But see, people
How
who
are you
know
doing
me,
with the Rona running around? How are you feeling?
but see, people who know me, they know the way I am on here is pretty much the way I am in person. I'm actually calmer on here
Thank you.
than I
Thank
am
you. And
in
me and
real
you
life.
both know each other. Me and you both know each other
Right,
in real life.
right,
So we
right.
do keep it really like calm and
Semi-professional
it's called the hood table, but
for a
trust and
reason.
believe it's called the hood table for a reason. It's called the hood table because you got two sisters from a different mister who was raised in the hood. And
Right.
we done got down just like a lot of other people. We done things that we might have been proud of, not proud of, seen things, had things happen,
Hmm.
and we still basically live in the hood. And we
Right.
raising our kids to be great people like any other parent,
We've
but we
had
still have
professional
that
lives
that
and
mentality where we can still go from 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds because we from the
girl.
hood. And a lot of people on here, I think, be safe because they messing with people who might not react the same way they
Right.
react on YouTube in real life. Because there's no way that I would be beefing with somebody on YouTube for months and months and months and months, and we cussing
Yeah.
each other out, saying what we gonna do to each other when we see each other, and then I get to a place
Uh,
where I know we're going to be meeting up, and I'm not ready. I'm not like
no.
it's like
No.
it is. I'm walking up in
You
there.
ain't
I'm
gonna
walking up
catch
in
me
there
slipping like that.
on defense. I'm already walking up in there in defense, and I'm not gonna be by myself. For one, I'm not gonna be by myself, and I believe that you should always have something on you for protection.
Mhm.
Always,
Mhm.
always.
Mhm.
And I'm just saying. But a lot of these people on here, I feel they talk all that stuff on YouTube and they ain't gonna bust a grape in real life.
Girl. Well, that's why I don't talk nothing that I can't back up. So if I'm talking cash shit to you, you better believe, uh, if it come down to it, you finna get served a royal ass whooping.
Hmm.
Uh, and but that's just, but I don't. I've gotten to the point in life where I'm like, it ain't worth me arguing with you.
It's
It
not.
ain't worth. You're not worth my effort, my energy, my time, my mental space. My uncle said something. He said, "Why are you letting people?" How he said, "Why are you letting people stay rent free in your mind?"
I heard that saying before, and it's very true. And that's why on YouTube, like, there's a situation going on now where there are people who was always beefing. It's always beefing. I don't know even how I got in this sector because I'm not a beefer. We don't beef. But some of the people
No,
I follow, they always beefing with somebody. But as of lately, it's been a lot of situations where people who it seems really cliquish. It's kind of like high school on here, and it's really cliquish, and people get picked on if they like supporting certain channels or supporting certain people. And that's why I ever since I've been on YouTube, I've never been like cliquish. Like,
right.
I will support all kind of people, and I do. I support all kind of people in this sector. I support people who can't stand each other guts, and it's not because it's like. But then there are some people on here who only support some people because that person don't like that other person. So since that YouTuber don't like that other person, I'm not going to support that other YouTuber because this YouTuber don't like that person.
The
And it's
enemy
like,
of my enemy
girl,
is my friend, as they said that old saying. The
and it's
enemy of my
YouTube.
enemy is my friend.
But it's YouTube. It's not real life.
Now, the
It's
only
not
time I get into confrontations with people usually is on something political,
okay.
and
Well,
we go
yeah.
back and forth, and or like something in history, because now people, I don't know if they can, certain folks, they don't take history well. They don't
Uh
get
huh.
it. They
Uh huh.
don't. Let me see, how can I put this nicely?
Yeah, girl, it's the hood
Um
thing. What you talking about?
there's quite a few white folks who history, they want to discount it. They don't want to believe in what actually happened
Mm-hmm.
versus what somebody else said happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll put it like this, like the Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings thing, where he
Mm-hmm.
had all them kids with his slave.
Right.
Well, people were like, well, that ain't true. He didn't have this and that. Are you serious? Did you read his diary? Have you looked at the historical facts? There were news. Somebody wrote a newspaper article about him while he was alive, talking about he got a Negro slave who was basically the mistress of the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so you gonna tell me he didn't have no kids with her? Or like this girl, she tried to argue with me one day, um, because I said, oh, it was around St. Patrick's Day.
Uh
And
huh.
I always celebrate, my family, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Why? Because we are part Irish. So I was at work and I said that, and the girl starts laughing. She's like, yeah, like she was like, you're not Irish. But we are. She was like, yeah, right. I said, so I had to break it to her. I said, we all know who was sneaking into somebody else's quarters at night. And she just sat there with her mouth all open and eyes all bucked out. And I just walked away. I mean, come on. You gonna act like this didn't happen in history. Really? I
Mm-hmm.
tried to be nice about it, but I'm like, you want me to pull up my ancestry? Girl, I
That's
did that
basically what she
ancestry.
wants to do. Wants you to pull out all the documents leading all the way back decades and decades just to
Well,
prove that you ain't lying.
Well, honey, when I did my ancestry DNA, it said I was what 23% white or European. I'm Irish,
Mm-hmm.
Scandinavian,
Ooh.
English, and yeah, it was them three: Irish, Scandinavian, English, and then
Mm-hmm.
like 2%. They said Asian, but they was talking about Indian.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
what
need
they
to
call.
do
They
that.
don't call.
I
Well,
need to
there's a
do that.
different one. There's okay. So ancestry, they're getting better, and they're updating their information. But there's one. It's a black one. I think it's called African ancestry or something like that. But if
Mm-hmm.
you look it up, it's just like look up the black DNA thing, and they
Okay.
can name you specific tribes in Africa that you are from.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I need
I'm
to
like,
do
I'd
that.
like to do that one. I'd like to do that one.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everybody who's coming in. I see people are steadily coming in. The numbers, the viewers are fluctuating, but thanks for people who are coming in. Make sure you like and share the video and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And if you would like to jump on the live stream link, feel free to jump on the live stream link, which I'm going to drop again. But the only thing we've really been discussing on here is social media personas. Who are you in real life? Uh, One thing I was just saying a few minutes ago that in this YouTube world, I never try to be really cliquish. Like I never really tried to be because what I learned is you can like somebody who likes somebody else, and you can like both of them, and then the next minute they're arguing and fighting and cussing each other
Hmm.
out, and they're blocking each other, or and then the people who are following one or the other, the YouTuber is in their feelings or feeling some type of way. I done heard people say, if you don't, if you follow certain people, I'm giving you the side eye. If you follow
Even
certain
grown it.
people, I'm looking at you like it's YouTube. It's YouTube. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're entertaining to me and have never done anything wrong, it's like friends in real life. Everybody gets to that point one time in their life where they have friends who fall out, and you have to
But
be like, okay,
these people sound like some emotionally unstable people who are in
girl, it's
desperate need of some
crazy.
therapy. These are
It's
people
crazy.
who don't know how to control their emotions, their anger, or how to channel it. Cause I mean, you can cuss somebody out without actually cussing, and then go on, and then you tell them, you know what? Like this dude used to nip. I had a boss that used to nitpick at me, and I would tell him, I would just quote scriptures at him all day, every day. He'd say
Hey,
something,
Kimberly Black.
hello, hello, my love. But I tell him, I'd be like, you know what? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And I will look him up and down and then walk away. And he would just be
Mhm.
standing there like, what? I'm like,
But not only
girl,
that, a lot of it is clicks and views, and you already know that.
girl.
A lot of the stuff that people do on in these beef sectors on YouTube period is for clicks and views. Of course, we all want our clicks and views because a lot of people is not on YouTube just to be on YouTube. A lot of people are on YouTube to get monetized for their videos and for their content. So, I used to say that a lot of people don't on YouTube don't have real content. And some people feel a certain type of way about that, but there are people on here whose only content is them talking about another YouTuber, dragging
Yeah,
another
and
YouTuber, cussing out another YouTuber. That's all they
but I
talk
mean,
about.
what
There's
are you
certain
gonna
people
achieve by
who,
doing that? What are you
eh,
achieving?
well, they do get the clicks and the views. They do get the followers. They do get a lot of people. The more mess you have on your channel, the more audience you have.
I'm gonna tell you what it
And I
boils
have
down
seen that
to.
to be true. I have seen that to be true. But I always said from day one that I wanted our channel to grow naturally.
I'm gonna tell you what all of this.
Organically. I want our channel to grow organically. I don't want us to be involved with no beefs or cussing out other YouTubers or, dragging people through the YouTube streets, as they so call it. I want to have content, like real content, talking about real stuff.
All of this social media stuff, Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, all of that. I'm gonna tell you what it boils down to, especially for this younger generation. 2 words: attention whores.
Mm, man, you hit
Period.
the nail right on the head.
2 words: attention whores.
You ain't
That's what
even
it boils.
lying. Oh my
They
God, you ain't
can't.
even lying.
Some, especially like these millennials, they can't go 30 minutes without clicking a picture of themselves, or I'm sitting here, or I'm with this person, and who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Mr.
who?
Pop 1977 said, "Why do people love smut so? Why do people love smut?" I mean, you know what? Was
Because
it
they
you
don't
I
have
was
nothing
talking
else
to?
going on in their life.
Karma Diva, it might have been you I was talking to on the phone, or it could have been another one of my homegirls. But I was saying, I like drama like the next person. Like, I don't like drama where it's like, oh my God. Yep. I mean, there are certain people who have so much drama in their life where you see the phone ringing. You don't want
Girl.
to call. They come knocking on you, peeking out the window when they come over. You peeking out the window like,
Everybody
oh,
hot.
don't
Stay
answer the phone.
still. Stay
Don't
still.
answer the door. But then, like, it's like the TV shows, like Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, the different reality shows. People like drama, but
You
the
know, I
thing
watched
about it
that.
is, in this beef sector, they take it to a whole nother level. When you step outside the drama and step outside the beefs, and you going into people's real life and finding where their kids go to school and following them around and taking pictures of their homes and posting it on your YouTube channels, being
Let me find
stalkerish,
out let me find out somebody is following my kids.
it's
And let me
happened
find
though.
out let me find out it's happening to my children. Shit gonna get real, real fast.
Yeah, like remember the chick VS, the YouTuber?
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
followed. She had people stalking her kids. People took pictures of her kids at their college and posted it on their YouTube
Mm-mm.
channel.
Mm-mm.
People was stalking and hunting this girl down,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and that's
My
why I'm
thing is this:
like,
you leave
people
my
are
kids out
crazy.
of my kids ain't on here, so you don't need to
Exactly.
know nothing about my kids unless I tell you something about them. Otherwise, you keep my kids out of this, cause
Uh huh.
life life for you gonna get real hectic real fast.
Uh huh.
And
Yep.
I mean that with every fiber of my being.
Mm.
You leave my babies out of this.
Oh,
And when I say my babies, I ain't just talking about the 2 I gave birth to. I'm talking about any of them that I consider mine, and it's a lot of them
right.
that I say, "Hey, these my babies. This my
Yep.
So,
And Kimberly Black, you're right. She said you have to have a balance, and that's with anything that's in life. And that's true.
right,
Like, I might
right.
watch Love and Hip Hop or Basketball Wives or Housewife of Atlanta, but then I'm also watching CSI. I'm watching a love story. I'm watching a comedy. I'm watching, just like on Netflix, I have an assortment of things that I watch. I'm laughing and crying 1 second, and the next minute I'm like, run, bitch, run!
I
You
see,
know?
and like I said, I'm on YouTube a lot, but when I'm on there, like I said, I'm watching medical stuff, a lot of medical stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching a lot of history, a lot of political stuff, and then um girl, I don't know why I got an addiction to hoarders. I just
Oh, I used to watch Hoarders all the
oh
time
my
only
god.
because I couldn't imagine, I couldn't believe that these people had like 20,000 boxes in their living room and clothes all over
Girl,
the kitchen table. And
I
I,
just be looking and
girl,
I'm like, oh my
I just
god.
start itching when I walk over there, like, ugh, just start itching when I come over some people's house. Like, I'm gonna just wait
Or you,
outside.
they show it in they show the house and
Hey,
you like, I
Aisha.
know it's stinking. Hello. You like, I know it's smelling there.
Oh,
How are
yeah.
these doctors and professionals in there and they not gagging.
But
But
oh my God.
I'm watching stuff like that, and then of course I watch movies, but we're gonna have to do a show one day where I'm gonna have to ask what name a movie that everybody has talked about but you have never seen.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. And don't forget, everybody, I ordered the new Martin Lawrence trivia game. I cannot wait till I get it in. With the Rona, a lot of things are backed up from these different companies. So I got like a whole nother week before I get it in. But we're gonna do trivia nights, and we're gonna play different games on here. To add into the other commentary that we do. But yeah, I mean, as far as our topic though, tonight, your social media personas can put you in a tough situation.
They're gonna put you
in
in a
real
trick
life.
box.
In
Put
real
you in a
life,
trick bag.
it can, because the stuff that I've been seeing lately in this sector, YouTube especially, the most recent trending topic in this sector with that YouTuber going down to film for a reality show. And I mean, they showed the video, and she was basically like, from the moment she stepped foot in that place, she was rushed. I mean, there were people all in her face, yelling and screaming and cussing her out, daring her to do something. They wanted to fight her. She
what's
claimed
crazy to me?
claimed she got hit. She claimed she got kicked. She said somebody came into her room and threw something and hit her in the head. I mean, and I'm up here watching this shit like, I be girl. First of all, like I said, the same way they taught you when you was growing up, what they say when you were growing up, whenever you went somewhere,
you go with somebody.
You travel in
ready.
pairs.
Right.
You travel in pairs.
You don't go nowhere by yourself.
You don't go nowhere by yourself, just in case. But in this situation where, like I said, a lot of people get the popping off on YouTube, popping off on these social medias, and then they go and actually meet up with the person or run into the person on the streets in real life.
But to me, that's just stupid. You mad? You still your anger? You still mad about something that happened on YouTube?
Girl, I'm telling you,
on
you
YouTube?
don't really be watching the stuff that go down. I mean, it goes down in these.
You know what's
sectors.
confusing me, or what's the stupidest thing to me? In 2020, you got, like you said, 30, 40, 50-year-olds having these brawls, these fights, these Facebook and YouTube fights. But then you got kids, 18, 19, 20, out in the streets fighting for social justice.
Man, you just said a mouthful. You just said a mouthful. And
what
see,
are we
that's
doing?
why.
What are we showing them? What are we teaching these kids?
We're not showing them nothing. We're not showing them nothing.
And to be honest, to
nothing
even give
positive.
them right, and to be honest, to even give them exposure to talk about it, that's just giving them more likes and clicks. You people looking for it to, they giving them more attention than what they deserve.
And then the next breath they talking about Black Lives Matter. But then they and see, that's the thing with me. They say, what's that Bible verse? When you're a child, you behave as a child.
When I was a child, I behaved as a child,
right?
And when I grew older, or something like that.
Yeah. You know what Bible verse I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's crazy watching these people on these YouTube videos, and they in their 30s, 40s,
Kimberly.
and 50s, and they talk about what they gonna do, and talking about your mama and your kids and your husband, and they doxing you and finding out where you live, where you work. And I'm like, are y'all serious? It's just crazy. And that's why, again, I never got into the cliques in these YouTube streets, because I will never, I see people all the time trying to tell people where they can go. Don't support that one. If you support that one, then don't support me. Unsubscribe to me if you subscribe to them. I mean,
Hell, I don't do clicks. I didn't do clicks in high school. So why the hell, as a fully
I've
grown
always
adult, am I gonna do it now?
I've always been a social butterfly. I've
Me
always
too.
been, I remember I used to have friends. Like now, I come from a family of gang members. On my mom's side, my dad's side, my step parents' side, it was just so many gang members surrounding us. You didn't have no choice but to step out into that life.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Park.
yes, thank you, Mr. Pie. I appreciate the super sticker. Thank you, Boo. And it's like when you raised up that way and you see that mentality as a child, and then you grow up, and it's like, okay, I understand that's not the right thing to do. I got kids now. I'm trying to teach them that that's not the right thing to do, and not to be out in the streets wilding out and whoop whoop whoop. Then we get on social media as grown as adults, and we acting
Hmm.
like kids. And that's what it seems like to me. It's like I'm watching these
It's
kids who are
life in
wilding out in the
reverse.
street. It's like the roles are reversed. We got all these teenagers and these young kids skipping school to protest and all this kind of stuff. And then we got these old heads on these social media platforms acting a fool and looking ridiculous. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. But the lengths that they will go to hurt you is what's the worst thing about it.
It's
Because you're
like
so
you
mad and
employed
upset with somebody,
all that time and energy and money into trying to hurt me, and all you did was hurt your pockets.
it's sad. And I always said if I ever got doxxed on YouTube, I mean there ain't really nothing that somebody can find out about me that I ain't really did anything. I mean, I
I
did
ain't.
stuff in my heydays, but when I went to get my concealed weapons license and they said, "Have you ever committed a felony or a misdemeanor?" I said, "How far back do y'all go?"
The one you know what?
And
I
the
was
man said,
blessed.
"Oh, you
There
good."
was
If it was that far back, he said, "You good." So you don't never
I'm
know
blessed.
how
I
people
was
are in
blessed
real
because
life
there was
or
shit
what they done
I
done.
know I should have been arrested for. There was shit I know I should have, but I've never been arrested. I've never been none of that.
I was in and
So,
out of court so much as a teenager, it was ridiculous.
mm-mm.
It was ridiculous. And then a few times when I was grown, but I learned my lesson. So that's why when I look at all these people out here doxing people, I'm like, if anybody dox me, they go, hey, I mean, what I done, like the worst things that I done is concealed records anyway. Or they like, you know how they just fall off. Like when I was like, man, girl, I'm telling you, I was sitting there for like 5 minutes. I was sitting there for like 5 minutes looking at that question that said, "Have you ever committed a felony or a misdemeanor?"
Mr. Park, you know what I did
I'm
last summer?
like, hey, the only thing I did last summer was barbecue. So don't be trying to pin no bullshit on me, because that's all I do in the summertime
Look,
is barbecue.
I ain't
But
doing shit. I'm pleading the fifth. I ain't finna implicate myself in nothing.
and I'm not gonna implicate myself in nothing, but these people they be going deep into your background, and then they post it on Facebook like your crime history, your credit history. I mean, wages, not unemployment, but bankruptcy. They be putting all that stuff on YouTube for everybody to see.
You good, baby. You good. I'm
And it's
talking to
so
Mr.
it's
Park.
so
You good.
tacky and petty and childish. I just cannot stand people who dox. I
I
can't.
don't have the time. I don't have, first of all, I don't have the inclination to do that. Second of all, I don't have the time, the energy. I got too much other shit I can be watching, doing. Uh, like, I don't know about
Mhm.
nobody else, but you know me. You know I love spending time with my kids. I'm
Yeah,
always with
same
my
here.
kids
Hmm.
or with my mom, or I shouldn't just say my mom, with my parents. I love, because I understand that there are people who don't have parents. So I,
Hmm.
I try to spend as much time with my parents and older people in my family as I can,
Hmm.
because we living in times where you never know what's going to happen in the next minute.
Shoot, somebody
And
could die from the Rona in two
I
days.
just had somebody die from the Rona
Right.
yesterday.
We personally
One of
know
my
people who
aunties.
have died. We personally know people who have died from the Rona. I mean,
Right.
it's been all kind of stuff going on, and then we had these hateful people on these social media platforms that, but you know, people is gonna be people, and ain't nothing gonna change no matter what you say. People are still gonna do destructive or be disruptive on social media. But all I have to say, just like our title of the show, social media personas, who are you in real life? If you're not really rah about it in real life, there is no way that you should be on social media acting like you are, and then
Right.
showing up to an event and then not being prepared. Like, that's
Hmm.
like, okay, okay, I told this story before, but there was one time when I was younger, and this girl, this was high school, and this girl thought I was a blood because I went to South High School, and my auntie had got me a letter jacket, and it's red and white because it's South High. That's their colors, right? But I was
Right.
not a blood. I was on the opposite spectrum. And she didn't know that though, because she didn't know me and I didn't even know her, but she lived like 8 houses down from me. But we really didn't know each other. But every day in the hood, when I would be out at the basketball court or playing, with my friends or at somebody's house or whatnot, running the streets, I would hear, this girl wants to fight me. This girl said she gonna kick your butt, Tanya. This girl said what she gonna do to you, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I don't know this chick from Adam, right? So she popping all these gums, bumping her gums, saying what she gonna do to me, right? So
Hmm.
I knew what she looked like. I didn't know her, but I know what she looked like. And so, because she stays 8 houses down, and I would see her sometimes on her porch with her homegirls. And so one day I was at the basketball court playing basketball with the homeboys because I was a tomboy. I used to play football, basketball, all that kind of shit with the boys.
Girl.
And this girl walked up with her homegirls, at least like 4 or 5 of them, at least 4 or 5 of them. And she walked up to the basketball court and she was just staring at me, just mugging me like, I don't know this girl, but because she thinks I'm a blood and she's a Crip, she didn't even know we was on the same set because she don't know me. So because she thought I was a blood, she was up there bumping her guns, little bitch. What hood you think you in? I mean, girl, it was a hot mess, right? So next thing you know, I take the basketball. It somehow busts her upside the head, and it was it was
Somehow.
on. It was on
It
ever
just
since.
it
Basically,
magically left her hands and
when you
hit this
say,
girl.
what was that saying you said about the ending? What did you say?
I don't start shit, but my endings are impeccable.
Girl, when I say my endings were impeccable, if social media was big at that time and all these fools around me had cell phones, she would have been on every social media platform because I was molly whopping, monkey stomping, dog walking that girl all over that basketball court, all upside the basketball pole. She had barely had any clothes on when we was done. Her shirt, everything. Girl, when I say we was scrapping, we was scrapping. And I mean, I whooped the dog crap out of that girl and her
Mm.
homegirls who I thought were going to jump in. They just sat there talking about, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Let's go. Let's go. They grabbing her, dragging her across the ground, picking up her clothes and shit. I'm like, then I turned around to my homeboys. I said, who next? Who got next? We resumed playing basketball like nothing
Right.
happened. And see,
Right.
that's why I said when these personas, when you talking all this rah and this stuff, and then you come out here on the real streets, like if you talking
Old
all that
school say,
rah and you come into somebody that you didn't talk shit about, and they be like, well, what's good?
what they
I
say in
heard
the
you was
old
popping
school,
out.
they
What's
say,
good?
don't write a check your ass can't cash.
Can't cash. And so if you can't cash them checks, then you don't need to be on no social media platform talking all that rah. Like what you gonna do in real
Hmm.
life? And let me tell you one thing for certain, two things for sure. If that shit would have happened to me when I was down there, I would have told that whole house up.
Girl.
We would have both been in jail that night, in the hospital, in jail, something, because I would have told that up. Because one thing, I don't travel alone, and for two, I don't travel alone. So I'm either with somebody human or I'm
Uh-huh.
with something, and
Or
that's what
I'm
people
gonna
need to
grab
understand on
something
here.
and somebody gonna get seriously hurt.
No, Kimberly didn't say they got Bloods and Crips in Omaha now. What do you mean now?
They kind of do, but
I mean now, right
back in
now,
the
it's
day,
like it's
they
like
got that Nike and
yeah, they
some
got
other
these
little
other little
bullshit.
games, but back in the day, in the
On
90s, the
Honey,
early
Omaha was deep with.
man, everybody was in a gang in the 90s. Everybody.
I
Your
wasn't.
mama was in a gang. Your grandma was in a gang. She in church with her blue rag hanging out her purse or her red rag tied around her church hat.
They
No.
was deep here in Omaha for a
Uncle,
minute.
uncles,
For
aunties, cousins, neighbors, everybody was in a gang back in the 90s in
yeah,
Omaha. Because for
yeah.
one, the
It
West Coast,
started
the
in
West
like the
Coast
late
gave
Well, see what
the
it
late
was. It was a
80s.
drug pipeline. Yeah, late 80s and all through the 90s.
When the crack
Cause
came
I
through,
80, cause I-80 is that it goes all the way from coast to coast and it cuts through
they
Omaha.
took that I-80
And they
and that
said because
I-80 came through Omaha.
Omaha is directly in the middle of the map, and that's
We
why
right
they
in the
set
middle.
up here. Is
Girl,
because this is the middle between California and 80 goes to Jersey, I think.
all you got to do is
So
look up Omaha, Nebraska gang history. Look up
hell, they done
Omaha,
had
Nebraska gang. We talk about like they used
had
to
like
call us
Tom
the little
Brokaw coming here, and they came and interviewed gang members here
yeah,
for
Tom
like the
Brokaw. Y'all
nightly
know who
news
Tom
and all of
Brokaw
them.
is, right?
Yeah,
A lot of
it
these
was
younger
bad here in
people might
Omaha.
not know. But Tom Brokaw, he was like a big time news
Right, Mr. Puck. Right.
news celebrity. Tom Brokaw used to be really big back in the day, and he came here to Omaha to interview gang members.
Him and he wasn't the only one though. It was a couple of them.
It was bad. It was bad.
It was
It
real
was
bad
bad.
here.
And they used to call us the little Chi-town because although we are smaller than Chicago, our ratio of gang activities and murders was the same ratio
Right.
as Chicago. So they used to call us the little Chicago back
This
in the
is
day.
and seriously, look it up. Omaha, Nebraska, well, North Omaha especially, is one of the deadliest places for a young black male to live.
It is.
Because
Mr. Fox 1977.
per population density, because we have so many black people living in a concentrated area.
Did you say
compared
Robert
to
Penn? He said, do anybody remember Robert Penn?
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
We old school, yeah. We the name is ringing a few bells.
I'm just saying it was man, people see, and it's crazy because I remember growing up and when I used to get my little telemarketing jobs, and when we answer the phone, people be like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Omaha." There's black
Right.
people in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh God, I hated that. Or do you live on a farm? Yeah.
Do y'all tip cows in the middle of the night? I mean,
girl, no.
I'm like,
y'all
don't have
still
no
riding
idea.
horse and buggies? Y'all still ride horse and buggy? I'm like, I don't see no farm equipment until I leave Omaha.
Oh, Kimberly said she lived there in the 70s. Yeah, the gangs didn't really hit to the late 80s. That's when
about 80. I say around 86, 87 is when it started, and then it
because I remember I was in 7th grade. I remember I was in 7th grade, and my little boyfriend was a Crip. So it was like, it was like the 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Mr. Plock, you ain't lying. That's what they used to call us back in the day when they used to call us Little Chicago. Omaha, Nebraska. We even got songs.
It still is.
We got songs called Omaha, Nebraska that rappers had created. But that's what they used to call it. And our motto for our city or for our state is, for Omaha is actually the good life. Right. You wouldn't have thought that back in the day. It was definitely not the good life back in the day when gangs was ruining our city. Gangs was tearing up and destroying our city for years back in the day. I remember so many murders. It's just so many murders.
It was horrible. It was
like every day, horrible. Every day. It was horrible. It was bad, and everybody felt like they had to be in a gang to feel like I don't know.
For
I
protection.
ain't even gonna lie. When I was younger, I was a follower when I was younger.
I
I ain't even
wouldn't.
gonna
You know
lie.
what?
I
I can
started getting
honestly
into other
say,
stuff because I'm like, oh, I was one of those people. That's why I taught my kids when they was growing up. I'm like, you ain't gonna be no follower. Because I really like when you born in a family and everybody is committing crimes, they stealing cars, they breaking into homes, breaking into schools. I mean, everybody around me was in the gang life, the street life, or they was in and out of jail, in and out of prison. So it wasn't far fetched. You know what I mean? That
no. I can honestly
it
say my
happened.
grandparents, my grandma especially, and just my family in general, they always taught us you don't follow nobody, you lead the pack. You in charge. You don't follow
And that's
nobody else.
easier than said. That's
And
easier than said. And sometimes it's
I
easier than
tell
said.
my
And
son,
sometimes.
I tell him all the time, it takes more to be a leader than it does to be a follower.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze your own trail. Don't follow nobody else. Blaze your own trail
Yep.
and let other
Yep.
people follow you. You
Yep.
stand with your head held high, and you stand on your convictions, and you let other
Mm-hmm.
people follow you.
Yep. And everybody is different, especially when it comes to your upbringing. Like there's lots of situations where some people get involved with those things because their life at home is fucked up. They don't have that person saying, be all that you can be. They don't have that person saying, don't follow. They don't have that person saying, so that's why I said it is not, it's easy to be like, don't be a follower. If you that parent and you really, really guiding your children and you really involved in everything that they do, that's one thing. But when you come from a family and everybody is just, it's just crazy. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody talking about goes half these motherfuckers was dropping out of school in sixth, seventh, eighth grade.
Oh
Like,
no,
you know what I mean?
my family, that was
And
not
we
that.
had we
That
had
ain't even an
uncles,
option.
we had uncles and aunties and all that kind of stuff in the game. So it's like, and that's
Mm-mm.
why I had said, remember the show we did Friday on Friday Night Live? I said how when my sons was growing up, I kept them away from a lot of family members.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
there was a reason why I did that because a lot of the family members that I grew up with, their kids was in the gangs, their kids was in the gang. So when mine came along, I tried to raise them differently, and I think I did a great job.
Oh yeah.
But it was crazy back then. It was. And there's things that I did that I wasn't proud of, and there's things I did that I was proud of. But that's
It's
why I say
flipping snowing outside.
when people be popping off on these social media streams, they don't really know who they talking to on the other side of that computer.
Right.
You
They don't know
know?
these people past or they present. As a matter of fact, they don't know they present
I
because,
don't know,
like I
Kimberly.
said,
You see her question?
why is North Omaha left out? To be honest, I think it's left out because of a lot of reasons.
Oh,
One
Mr. Pat
being,
said it's still Omaha, Nebraska.
yeah, it still is.
And
But
I
as
see
far
why you
as
say
why
that.
is, good night, Tasing. Good night, sweetheart. But it's left out for a lot of reasons. I do believe because of color barriers,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
because of the color makeup of most of North Omaha is black and Hispanic. We do have more whites living here now, but it's mainly black and
Yeah.
somewhat Hispanic. We got a lot of Asians now too, but anyway. Um,
402
and
Rebel
then
said,
and
sorry.
then right, he said don't get no black. And then you got to think of the socioeconomics too, where you got all of these, if pretty much if you go anywhere west of 72nd, that's rich. Them rich folks out there.
Mm-hmm.
But you think of South Omaha and you think of North Omaha, that's low rent, low income, low wages.
The hood.
Right. But you go west of here and life is all gravy out there for the most part. For the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But though I think those are the reasons why a lot of people try to ignore or discount or even downplay North Omaha, but not knowing that we have the richest part of the history here
We
in North
do.
Omaha.
And although North Omaha is filled with so many hoods, because when I was growing up, we moved a lot. I mean, we moved a lot. I went to like 7 different schools. And
Dang.
North Omaha, you know the size that North Omaha is. For me to go to 7
Right.
different schools, we moved a lot. So like when you grow up and people say, "What hood you from?" I'll be like, "Hold on, let me write them down. Let me write them down." Because we can
See, I
go
don't
from
even think
Lothrop
my
Rock,
hood had a name.
we can
I
go from
just
Lothrop Rock to Pinckney Street to 33rd to Hilltop to Vietnam to I would have to write them down.
mm-mm.
So it's like I didn't come from just one hood growing up because my parents, we moved around. And
No.
the last place my parents lived was on 16, right on the corner of 16 and Lothrop Block. And they stayed there for like 15 years.
I
So,
lived in the same house for 13 years when I was growing up. Right
yeah,
there on 37th Street, right down the street from North
I've
High
never
between
lived in a
Sprague
house
and
that
Spalding.
long. I've never lived in
Hmm.
a house that long when I was growing up. It was like 1 year here, 2 years here, 2 years here, 3 years here. Child, we had
Mm-mm.
a rough life growing up. I had a rough life growing up, but I look back and think how that I've been through makes me who I am today. So it is what it is. It is what it
Yeah.
is. But yeah, but we have been on here over an hour. What? Anything you got to say? Last minute words about these social media personas?
Not about the personas, but I do want to remind people just because, hell, I had my elderly neighbor, the one that lived right next door to me, he got taken off by a squad yesterday. I think I told you I had to call I called him in the middle of the night the other night because I heard him coughing through the wall, and he told me he was okay, but yesterday the police came because somebody sent the police to do a well check, and then 2 hours later they ended up calling the squad for him. Um,
What?
they he's in the hospital and they think he may have COVID.
Oh
And
my
then
god!
like 2 hours after that, um, we get a phone call that one of my aunts, we knew she was in the hospital with COVID, but she done passed away down in Texas. So
Oh
people,
no!
please, this is not a game. This COVID is real, and now it's about to get worse
And the numbers are
because
skyrocketing. They're going back up. Like
yes,
we had 300 and how much was it? 380, something like that.
uh, they just showed it. I wasn't paying
380.
attention on,
Had
but yeah,
380 new cases here in Omaha. 380 new cases last week. That's 400
Mr.
cases.
Pock, you right about that. You right about that, Mr. Pock. But yeah, they need to people wash your hands. Wash. I cannot stress that enough. Wash your hands and wear a freaking mask.
Freaking mask.
I don't care about your liberties, your rights. Yes, you have rights, but I got the right to live too. Damn it! Cover your face. The more
And
you
what
and
I
then think,
suggest for people who don't like the mask and all that, like I do, once a
girl, I
week,
just bought a
I'll go
face
to
shit.
the grocery
Nuh-uh.
store once a week. I go on the weekends, everywhere I need to go, and I come home. And so for the
I
rest of
just
the
bought
week,
plastic
I'm
face
chilling.
shields for my family in addition to the mask.
I'm chilling.
But
Oh, Kimberly, I meant to
I'm
comment to
looking
her
at the
comment. She said she lived on Ruggles. I actually used to live on Ruggles as well.
Ruggles wasn't too far from where I grew up at.
I remember when I
But
stayed on Ruggles, I stayed at 3324 Ruggles Street. I remember specifically. And I remember in the middle of the night somebody getting shot right next door by my
damn.
I used to, that was one of the places I would stay to, 3324 Ruggles Street. I'll never forget that.
But
But yes.
back to the Rona, I want y'all to wear these masks. I want y'all to take it serious because it's starting to get cold. And so now you're going to be indoors more. It's also cold, flu, and allergy season in addition to corona. Now you're
Mm,
going to be indoors with recycled air. That's not good. And
Mhm.
people, there are a lot of people who are disgusting. They don't wash their hands. They don't cover their mouths and noses when they sneeze and cough. So we
Uh-huh.
have to pick up the slack for them. Take this
Yeah.
take this serious. I've lost what 2 or 3 family members now just from corona.
And a lot of us in
Take
the
it
chat
serious.
lived on Ruggles Street. But yeah, she's right. Karma Diva is right. Please be vigilant. I always say that at the end of our shows. Please be vigilant. And when I say that,
Vigilant. She said
vigilant. Did I
vigilant.
say vigilant? It takes a village. It takes a village to be. It takes a village to be vigilant.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's time to get off of here.
Yeah, everybody that lived on Ruggles Street. Pac said he even stayed on everybody stayed on
So
34th. Yeah, I
34th
stayed at
and Ruggles.
33rd.
So that means he was closer up there by Tiny Tots,
That was
by the
right up the
daycare.
hill because there was that daycare around the corner. It was right on the corner, like that
Yeah,
daycare.
that's Tiny Tots.
Yeah, yep. He said Village Inn
Hmm.
what time? Village Inn, the only Village
They
Inn
done
now
closed
is
all of them except for in Council Bluffs, I think.
yeah, Council Bluffs.
I'm mad
That's
about that because I love me some
I
Village Inn.
love Village Inn. They omelets was off the chain.
Girl,
They
them damn
skillets,
skillets.
the skillets was off
Girl,
the chain. But you know what?
right.
I'm a fan of I'm a fan of the other place now in Council Bluffs. What's
I
that
don't
breakfast
know.
place? Right?
But Perkins, they don't open that Perkins down there
Perkins.
on Abbott Drive down there
That's
Carter
what I'm
Lake.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Perkins.
Hmm.
That's where we go now because Perkins is pretty comparable
I was so glad
to
when they
Village
brought
Inn.
that back.
Yes, I love
I
Perkins.
missed Perkins.
Now,
But yeah,
Kimberly Black said, "May I speak with you on StreamYard behind the scenes?" I would have to create a StreamYard for us to
just
go
inbox
behind the scenes.
inbox
But
the
yeah,
hood
just
table.
yeah, email me thehoodtable@hotmail.com. Kimberly Black, email me thehoodtable at hotmail.com, and I'll create a StreamYard just to chat with you behind the screen, behind the scenes.
Or they can just just inbox you at the hood table
Well,
on
yeah, or you can
Facebook.
inbox me on Facebook at the Hood Table. We everywhere. Facebook, IG,
IG.
Twitter. We even
Right.
got our own website, thehoodtable.com.
What?
Woo, woo, woo. Yes, and every month, if you are on our thehoodtable.com website and you are subscribed to our newsletter, you get a handwritten letter from me every month on the 1st.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, check a door.
And also, before we wrap it up, I want to say congratulations again to the October winner, our the Hood Table Nation squad, our members who are part of the membership who pay that $1.99 every month. We have a giveaway. We have a giveaway every month for our members. So if you are a member of the Table Squad, every month we draw a name, and this month's winner was Taze Inc. I dropped her gifts off this weekend. She loved them. Said that everything I got her was something that she could use. I told you I'm a good shopper. I mean,
I'm
you can
laughing
get
at Mr.
like,
Pac. I'm gonna have to figure out who he is, cause
he
we
live right
probably went
across.
to. But
You
I'm
know who
saying
that is. You know
we
who
went
that
to
is.
school. We went to school together, apparently, cause I'm knowing you went to Druid Hill. You
You
had
know who
to.
that is, Carmel Diva.
I do.
Yes, the DJ for the Proud to Be from North Omaha.
Oh,
That's who that is.
what's up, baby? I didn't know who that. I didn't know that
That's
was
who
him.
Mr. Pac 1977 is, the DJ.
Of course, I know him.
Uh-huh. Yep, he
Didn't know that.
DJs except for this year because of the Rona, but every year he comes back and he DJs for our annual picnic.
Picnics. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know that was you, sweetheart.
that's who he is. Hey, Mr. DJ.
Girl, that's
Hey, everybody
Johnny was
wants to
my shit.
party all night,
All right,
all
all
night.
night, all night.
All the
All
girls
the
are
girls are
ready.
ready. Okay, it's time to
Hey,
get off here. It's time to get off. We
so
ain't even finna
we
go
get
there.
on to no, okay. Okay,
Lord.
now, Mr. Pac 1977, Hood Table get together this spring. Everything is on hold right now. I mean, Everybody keeps asking me, when is we gonna have another get together?
As long as Rona is ruling the world, I ain't doing.
I would love to have another get
They
together.
running out of flu supply already.
Yes. And our get togethers are called grown folks parties. So you
Man.
better bring your grown folk to the party because yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
And
just
a designated driver on
and a
deck.
designated driver, a blanket, a
pillow.
pillow, just in case you
In case you get Camaro.
caught up in the corner somewhere. Camaro. That's what we call people at our parties who get too turned up and they end up passing out somewhere for like a day or two. And I do mean a day or two in the same spot. We call them Camaro because the first person who ever did that name was Camaro. And so
I
every time
wouldn't even explain that part. I wouldn't even say that part.
every party that we had after that first one, we would call it somebody got Camaro. So
402
you know,
revenue, we ain't even go.
no
You just be
explicit
quiet.
activities. We
Then
grown.
we ain't getting together then.
We grown. What you mean? Come on, 402. You already know how we get down.
Right. He know.
He already know personally how we get down at our party. So he come on, no explicit activities allowed.
Ain't nobody
Now,
thinking about you.
if you married, bring your spouse. That's all I gotta say.
Oh boy, we ain't even gonna go there.
If you married or involved with somebody, feel free to bring them. Otherwise, yay.
We are not responsible. Look, we are not responsible for anything that transpires.
Especially after you drink my special jungle juice.
I ain't touching that shit.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Can't do it.
But in the words of Monique, in the words of the comedian Monique, I'll be like, hey, whatever happened, hey.
I can't do it.
I'm just playing. We Christian folks, so we
all clothes shall remain on at all times. Oh,
we Christian folk. We Christian folk. We Christian folks. We Christian
Christians
folks.
get freaky too. How you think there's little Christians?
On that note, what did 402 say? No drinking at all. Oh, that's what she was talking about. He said no drinking.
Girl, then I guess we gonna smoke all night.
Now y'all know I don't smoke anymore. Y'all know I don't smoke anymore. So if y'all smoking, I'm drinking.
I'm not dealing.
But yeah, in the future we'll. I'm not throwing no get-togethers, no parties, no nothing until I think it's safe for everybody to go and our parties are a lot of fun. They tend to get they tend to get what's the word, Carmel Diva?
I don't even know how to describe them, man. I
don't know. I just say off the chain to the next level because I don't know.
We just have fun. We
just have
enjoy
fun.
each other's company.
It's like a getaway. It's like a getaway.
It's like a family reunion.
A family reunion, a getaway from the real world, from your real life. We just kicks it. Like, seriously.
Exactly, Mr. Park. What happens at the table stays at the table.
Thank you. And 402, I told you I'm no longer practicing abstinence. Okay? I'm no, like I said in my Oprah voice, you can get it. You can get it. You can get it. Here are the keys. You got the keys now.
I'm glad somebody practicing it.
Girl. See, the last time I practiced abstinence, he was on me all the time. How you holding up? How long has it been?
I remember when that happened.
Remember, he used to always be sweating me. I'm like, listen, it's hard enough as it is to be abstinent. Okay? Especially when you are a really friendly person and like to be in relationships.
I have never
involved with someone. I did because at one point in my life, I was in these relationships and they just seem to not work out. And I am a loving person. I like to be in relationships. I like to show my love and affection, and I like it to be shown back. So for somebody like
Mm-mm.
that to say they're going to be abstinence, it's kind of hard. Kind of hard. So yeah, he used to tease me all the time, but that's okay.
Mm-mm.
I got through it. I got through it, and you know, sometimes being abstinent and not being in a relationship, it gives you time to think about your life, what you've done, different relationships, how they could have went better, how they it's it's just a part of life. Sometimes some people can do it, some people can't. I ain't no judging, no judging.
I can't do it.
You know, let somebody nah, let me shut up. Okay,
You
that's
already
all
know
I got.
behind the scenes. I sent you that anyway.
That's not
We're gonna
dang,
leave
I
that
feel
alone.
like this. Why I feel like we on Friday Night Live.
Right. This was supposed to be a quick little video.
Yeah. We on Friday Night Live. We done went from one subject to about 20 other subjects.
You know we can't never stay on topic shit.
I know. Don't judge us. Please don't judge us. Don't judge us. But anyway, on that note, y'all, it's what's today? The
Sunday night.
the 18th?
I don't know. I done lost track of the days.
Yes, it's Sunday the 18th, y'all. It's Sunday the 18th. Kimberly Black, you said you just inboxed me on IG. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up, boo. I'm gonna hit you up.
I'm gonna
And you
thank
said
you
sorry
all
I
for
took you off.
tuning in tonight.
It's
Thank you
okay,
all for.
Kimberly. She said sorry she took us off top. Honey, it's
Oh no, honey, we would have
okay.
done that with or without you, baby.
That's one thing. If y'all new to the hood table, that's one thing y'all gonna learn quickly. We might start off on one topic and we gonna jump around the world and on several different topics, and then we always come back to the main topic. But no, boo, you good. You good.
You good. But thank everybody for joining us tonight, for participating. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Everybody stay safe, stay vigilant, and keep it hood as always.
Always keep it hood, keep it 100. Be yourself, honey. Be yourself as usual. Stay safe.
As I
Be
tell
blessed.
myself, I was
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
as I tell my kids, take care of you, because it's don't worry about nobody else, because it's a hard enough job taking care of you. So don't try to be
Man.
nobody else. So anyway, be blessed, y'all. Till the next time. Peace.
Peace. Deuces, homegirl.
Deuces. See you later, boo.
All right, boo.
Bye.
All righty, y'all. Everybody who's left in the chat, thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for everybody who participated in the chat. Thanks for all the super chats. Oh, we got some super chats tonight. Yes, we got some super chats tonight. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. As always, we appreciate it. And make sure everybody like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Y'all see my little Halloween decorations, y'all? Ooh, no. But like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Thank you, Kimberly Black, and you stay safe and stay blessed as well. And I think I'll be back. What's today? Sunday. So I'll be back tomorrow evening because well, actually no, Tuesday evening. I think Tuesday evening I'll be back. Tuesday because I got a few TV shows that I got to watch and got to catch up on. Sisters, the new season of Sisters just started, so I got to catch up on Sisters, and so it'll probably be Tuesday evening before I can review Sisters. But anyway, if y'all watch Sisters, make sure y'all get caught up so we can review that together on Tuesday. But anywho, stay safe, be blessed. Thanks for tuning in. Share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Happy Halloween. Ooh. I'm out. Deuces.